Hi everyone, and welcome to Club Reaction here at Club at 22, the Rangers podcast. In the Scottish Cup final, where Rangers lose the game 1-0 to Celtic, I have been joined, and I feel sorry for him. I've had to do 3 in a trot here, and I've got a bit of a sore voice from shouting at Nick Walsh. But I've been joined by the one and only Mr. Scott Carney.
Hello everybody, nice to see you all. I couldn't let Alistair do another fucking failure from Rangers really, again. So yes, I've decided to join in for this one. But yes, good to see you all, and I wish it was under better circumstances.
Yes, and to all the Celtic fans that will be tuning in to watch us as well, as they do. I don't know why they want to listen to us, but fair play to do. The starting lineup, Carney, was Jack Burton the goal, Tav, Balogun, Kabakin, Davies, Yilmaz made the team, and in the midfield was Diamandi, Raskin, Cantwell, Silva, Dessers through the middle, and Sterling on the right. Carney, what was your thoughts on the team?
You didn't play Lundstrom, which I thought was unexpected from most. I think they, all deep down, I don't think many of us would have played him, but for Clement to make that call, I thought that was a pretty big call. Yilmaz, I don't know what the whole chat was that about. Was he playing smoking mirrors? I don't really know.
I
don't really know what all that was all about, to be honest. However, I don't think he was very good today, so maybe he wasn't fit. But the team was probably as best as he could have got. I think I would have quite liked Sterling in the middle of the park. I would have played a flat 3 to try and just win the midfield battle, really, and played McCausland because I thought he's probably the most informed player that we have just now. But it was what it was. Lundstrom didn't start, so I thought, maybe something different today.
Yeah, a lot of the fans we were talking to in the pub before the game looked at it and thought, we all thought Lundstrom would start, but he didn't start. We all thought, right, okay, just maybe listen to the fans. I agree with Carney. I did say I would have played midfield 3, Sterling, Diamandi and Raskin.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Just to shore it up a wee bit in the midfield. But into the game, Carney, the first 10 minutes, I thought, it wasn't a great start. I thought Celtic had a lot of the ball without really doing much. But again, Rangers don't start in games for me.
No, well, I don't know if, probably not. I think it was a wee bit frantic, if you want to say that old cliche of it was a frantic start. It probably was. I don't think Rangers were particularly good. I also don't think Celtic were particularly good. I mean, no keeper really threatened without jumping ahead and doing a U-alley. I don't think any keeper really had any world-class saves that you would say to make today. But it was a first half, really. I think that's probably, you can kind of sum up the first half of maybe 50-50, maybe Celtic edged it a little bit, but not a great deal. And Rangers looked very much though like we were trying to survive it, if that makes sense. Just trying to not give away stupid, needless passes, needless mistakes, not give Celtic chances that they didn't need to get. And that's what I thought we were trying to do. And but in terms of a first half, it was probably, and again this is just after the game, so in the first half when I watch it back, it was probably pretty much a non-event.
Yeah, I mean it's difficult. I mean, we were all sitting in the West Stand today, so it's difficult because
Hampden's renowned for great
views. Yeah, because you can't see basically anything
that
Rangers were shooting into in the first half. I mean, the first half, I agree. Celtic probably edged it. I thought they were better on the ball than us. We had a couple of chances, a lot of corners the first half, but we know
corners were better today.
Again, I thought they were wasteful in the first half. The only real chance Rangers had, and again, sitting in the West Hand, it's hard to see, was one where Dessers had one where he kind of feints, he does well and he shoots, but ultimately I think it's blocked. Celtic have a good chance with Kyogo, I think, in front of goal. A ball across the box where I think he should do better, but ultimately we go into half time, and Carney, it's the first Old Firm of the season where we go into half time and it is level begging.
Yeah, no, I think that was, I mean, it's not a positive to take from it, but you're kind of looking at it and going, right, well, they've not scored, and I know that's not the way we should be looking at Old Firms, but the trend that it's been this season, you are looking at it and going, well, you'll probably take it at half time, to be honest. It was different today, but the same, and we'll come to why it was the same. I thought Rangers were slightly different in shape. I thought we dropped into a more 4-4-2 at times with Cantwell and Dessers at the front in the first half, and we weren't pressing them as high. We were picking our times. They went to try and press. It wasn't a constant press, which I'm not totally against, because the high press that we've tried to do has failed ultimately. I did still think Celtic were getting too much time in the midfield. Carl McGregor, it's far too easy for him to get time on the ball. It's something that Rangers need to address, however we do it, but I did think he was getting far too much time on the ball, and if anything was going to happen, it was going to come through them. I think we all know when Celtic, either O'Reilly or McGregor, get time on the ball in the midfield and get time to drive forward, they tend to make something happen, and Rangers they've not really switched on to how to stop that. But in the first half, look, we got a half time, and I thought, well, the positive I'll take from it is it's still nothing each.
Yeah, I thought that as well, because ultimately we've seen Old Firms. I mean, I thought coming into this game, along with a lot of other Rangers fans, that I thought Celtic would do what they've done to us in most Old Firm games this season, and probably go 1-2 up in the first half. They didn't. We were at half time, there was changes made. Dessers came off at half time and Seema came on, and he was played through the middle. The second half, I thought Rangers took the game to Celtic with a better team. I thought we looked on the front foot most of the time. Todd Cantwell, for me, I thought was driving us up the park in Carney. We, as I say, the man Todd Cantwell, as I was speaking there, drives with a ball, does very well. It goes out for a corner kick. We get the corner. Yep. Taff puts the ball into the box and it hits off Seema's knee at the back post and goes in, and Rangers are 1-0 up, but it goes to VAR. It's, again, being at the game, it's difficult because you can't really see. We have seen it back on Premier Sports. I'll be honest, it is very soft, extremely soft. I can see why he's not given the goal, but it's he can't touch goalkeepers. But Carney, it's very soft. And as soon as Nick Walsh went to the machine, and Nick Walsh was terrible today.
There was no doubt.
He was always wrong.
He was always going to overturn it. Yeah, as soon as it went to VAR, I thought, well, that's that fuck. There was no chance that we're going to get that goal. It is very soft. It is very, very soft. I don't think there's enough in that really that you can rule out the goal. Maybe blue tinted glasses, I don't know, but for me it's very soft. If it was me and it was my team, I'd have thought, God, we got away with one there, because I don't think there was enough in that in order to disallow the goal. I think that goal for us changes the whole complexion of that second half, because I do think Rangers were much better in the second half, and much better than Celtic. I thought they looked tired. I thought the subs that we made worked to an extent. I'm still scratching my head with a few of them. I really don't understand taking Dessers off, and I'm not trying to big the guy up or anything, but I thought we're going to need a goal, and he is the guy that's scoring goals for Rangers just now, and I thought bringing Seema on, yes, was probably an idea. Maybe bringing him on for, I don't know, I honestly don't know, maybe Silva, and getting him involved in the game, playing him through the middle is a choice that Clement's made. Whether Dessers was carrying something, I don't know, but we don't know that yet. I've not heard from Clement, but it was a wee bit of a baffling. It raised an eyebrow anyway when he made that sub. But the goal itself, as soon as Nick Walsh goes to the monitor, I thought, not a chance are we going to be leading here. Not a chance.
And I mean, I was sitting beside Scotia today in the game, and I think everyone, we all looked, unlucky for me, yeah. And we all looked at each other at that point and went, this isn't going to be our day, is it? And Rangers, I mean, I think somebody actually put a stat on Twitter and saying that's 5 goals Rangers have had ruled off by VAR in Old Firm games.
I don't think that one is stonewall. I don't think you can. No. I don't think you can say that that's a foul.
No,
I don't.
It's very soft. It's very soft. I would like to think Celtic fans would agree with that.
Yes.
It was soft,
but
otherwise,
they definitely won't.
But it was ruled off, and after that, I still think Rangers were good, to be honest. I thought Rangers kept going at Celtic. A few changes when Todd Cantwell was taken off for me, Carney. I thought Todd Cantwell was probably one of our better players in the middle of the park.
And they were getting annoyed at him, that's the thing. They were starting to kick him and foul him, and they were getting annoyed at him.
He was
I don't get
driving
that.
with balls. We brought Matondo on. I mean, I can see, and Scott Wright played the 10, I can see bringing Matondo on, because the game was opening up and he's got pace and he can drive at the back
Scott
line.
Wright at 10.
But
don't get it.
Yeah, Scott Wright in the 10 was a weird one. And after that, again, yes, it is getting so holding this phone. And after that, Rangers had a couple of half chances. Seema again through and goal, scuffs a shot, and there's another one where the ball goes right across the goal line. Again, there's nobody there, and Celtic clear it.
Yeah.
And at that point, it's ticking down at about 85 minutes. Carney, Rangers on top against Celtic. Scott Wright loses a ball, Celtic drive with the ball, and O'Reilly drives with a ball, has a shot, and Jack Butland, who has been fantastic for Rangers this season, I don't know if the ball moves in the air, we've seen it back. It's poor for Butland. He palms it out, and then I think it goes to Adam Ida, and he puts it in the back of the net, can't he?
Yep.
And unfortunately, it's
the same old story.
It's a hard luck story. It's Rangers have played well, probably the better team, but ultimately, Celtic won the game.
Yeah, it followed a slightly different trend, I suppose, today, in the fact that it was only a 1-0 defeat that we got, and it didn't take 2 goals before Rangers to get into the game. And look, I don't want to be too critical and come on, but it did feel very much like he's going to fling things at a wall and hope something was going to stick. Scott Wright is a 10. I don't think any of us are going to believe that that's where he should play for Rangers, or should play for Rangers maybe. For me, I was like, okay, I can understand the Matonda one, as Ali said, I got it, but the biggest thing about today is that Celtic didn't even get a real chance, like a real proper chance where you would have thought they should bury it and take it. I thought Kyogo was very quiet for them. I didn't think he'd done anything. But this one it's poor from Scott Wright, and I might be being critical on Butland. There's probably going to be a lot of people that will jump to the defence of Jack Butland, and probably rightly so. But he's got to do better here. You don't palm it out and in the middle of your box, not towards your penalty spot, anywhere apart from there, because that's where the centre forward's going to be, and they tuck it away, and it's the same old hard luck story for Rangers. It is what it is today. I don't think any opinions were going to be changed about what we are and where we are in terms of a team and what needs done within the squad and what needs rebuilt. But it was a sore one to take. It was, because I did think Rangers were the better team, and at 75 minutes I thought, fucking hell, we're still in this, we could do something here. But what is it they say, that it's the hope that kills you, and that is very much what happened today. On reflection, Celtic probably didn't deserve to win that game. I would like to think, like, sensible Celtic fans will agree, they probably weren't the better team today. I think it was us. They were very quiet today in terms of the fans. Rangers fans today were exceptional, absolutely exceptional from start to finish. They backed that team, so there's no fault that falls onto the fans. But I'm not going to make up excuses for hard luck stories and feel sorry for ourselves. We're not good enough just now. We know we're not good enough just now. The work starts as of now. This just brings to the end a failure of a season for Rangers. Simple as that.
I thought Rangers were the better team over the 90 minutes. Ultimately, it's a cup game, it's a cup final. It doesn't matter how you win cup finals. I thought we were powder puff in front of goal. Celtic had a chance. Yes, Jack Butland doesn't do well, but they put in the back of the net, and ultimately they know to get over the line. This Rangers team don't, and we've seen it over years that they can't do it when it comes to big occasions. Yes, they played well today, but ultimately they didn't come out with a cup. Celtic did. Exactly. You can't say much more than that. Celtic won the cup, and that's the end of it. Yep. Carney, we move on now. That's the end of the season. Thank God for that. And yes, this will probably be one of the biggest clear-outs you'd like to think in for a long time with Rangers. I know we've had it over the years, but this was a major rebuild for Rangers in the summer. Clement now has played 4 times against Celtic. He's lost 3, he's drawn 1. The first Old Firm game is at Parkhead next season. He has to get players in. For me, we look like
it's a project team.
Yeah, we're not quick enough, strong enough. It's he's got to get rid of a lot of players in the summer, which is easier said than done. I expect there will be some players there that we don't want to see next season, but there will. You can't just get rid of hundreds of players. Yeah. But yeah, it's a big rebuild for Clement in the summer, Carney.
Absolutely, yeah. The hard work starts now. Obviously, we've made the signing a hefty. We've made the sign a hefty now. But look, there's work to be done from top to bottom now. Obviously, Cordoba looks like he's pretty close. I've been keeping up to date with Rangers stuff, even though I've been away from the podcast. But the hard work starts now. There's a lot of these players that know it's the end of their career at Rangers, and Clement is going to have to be brave. The board have to be brave. We might not recruit a lot of money for the players that we're trying to get rid of, but the board are going to need to find the money, and we're going to need to be brave in how we do business as well. There's too many of them now that it's reached the end of the cycle. Clement is spot on. I don't think it's I don't think it's a coincidence that Clement's come out and said that. I think it's very tactical of Clement to have said it when he said it as well. And the hard work starts now. Ultimately, no matter what way you want to look at this season, it's been a failure. A Premier Sports Cup is not a successful season for a Rangers team. The league is it's the first thing that you should be aiming for, and the first thing that you can hang your hat on and say it has been a successful season. And to end the season with only the Premier Sports Cup and the failure that was today, Rangers should have done much better than we did, but it's the story of the season. It really is the story of the season. So the hard work starts right now, it really does.
Yeah, no, it does. I agree with Karen. Ultimately, this season has been a failure for Rangers. Probably should have won the league, which is outrageous to say from where they were in October. Ultimately didn't. The League Cup for me, yeah, they won the League Cup, but and the Scottish Cup, they had a chance to show the fans today.
Did you mention that Nick Walsh was shocking today?
I did.
Yes, right, cool.
I did mention about Nick Walsh, yes, I did.
I was only saying that because the Celtic fans will be watching by this point in the video, so it'll be alright. But Nick Walsh was shocking.
He was, but I mean...
It's not the reason we lost the game.
No. Yes, it's not the reason we lost the game. But yeah.
Maybe it is, I don't know. It's for future podcast to talk about.
Yes, well, we'll be back next week. Yeah, we'll be back probably on Friday for Club Live. Hopefully Mr. Haymarch will be on, maybe Jamie as well, and we will...
Yeah, I think he's away.
Is he away? He's probably away on holiday again.
Yeah.
But yes, we will be back on Friday with a Club Live, and we'll kind of break down the game a wee bit and have a discussion in terms of where Rangers go from here in terms of next season. But yes, we have been... Thank you very much, Connie, for coming on.
Yes, I've been away. There's stuff going on with my family life just now that I have to deal with, but I couldn't let Ali do this himself. I was fortunate enough to get a ticket for today, and thank you very much, Ali Devlin, for sorting me out with that, because I didn't get it through my Myers. Thank you, Myers. But look, I've got stuff to deal with just now, so I'm not officially back, but I couldn't not come on and say just thank you again for the support that you've shown this podcast throughout this season. We've passed 6,000 subscribers now. We're over 2 million views on YouTube, which is just spectacular. It really is. It kind of blows our mind. And yeah, I thought I deserve to pop my head in and say hello. I'm doing okay for everybody that keeps asking, and the messages have been absolutely superb, but I can't thank you enough for how kind you have been, and obviously the lads for keeping things going in my absence. I will be back. It might take a wee bit of time yet, don't get me wrong. It's not I'm not fully back, put it that way. There's still stuff to deal with, but I will be back. I promise you I will be back, and just thanks to the vice captain for steering the ship in the right direction. But no, thank you everybody.
Yeah, I'm sorry for everyone that watches Club at 22 that I've had to do all the post-match reactions, and the last thing that's
now he knows how I feel. Now he knows how I feel.
Well, you don't have to do it for the trot, you don't know, but
I probably have done at some point. I don't know. I don't care.
Yes.
Ali keeps tally of these kind of things.
Yes, but anyway, yes, ultimately today wasn't what we wanted. It's like deep down, I think we knew the season was going to end like this with this Rangers squad. So yes, we will be back on Friday with Club Live. We have been Club at 22 Rangers podcast, and thank you very much. Cheers.